high energy.
Yeah! Welcome back, everybody. We're back for another episode of Behind the Curtain.
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
I can't believe we made it this far. Yeah.
Super good. I'm so excited. Well, gosh darn, we have a lot coming up the next few days, next few weeks.
Oh my goodness!
Couple weeks, 2 weeks.
Couple weeks,
Yep.
yeah.
Well, let's start out by talking about where we've been. We had a couple really incredible performances. We welcomed via RJK Entertainment our friend Mr. David Pyle as a benefit for the Senior Connection. We had the Marshall Tucker Band here, raised just about $20,000 for the Senior Connection. So an incredible amount of money. We've got some clips of that. It was a great time. So cut a couple of clips over there, editor.
Can't you see? Oh Lord, can't you see what that woman spent on me? Let's clap along now. Come on. Can't you see? Make some racket. Can't you
See, it was a good time. It was a good time. It was a great time. Then next we had Momix, which was just an incredible display of athleticism and creativity.
Yeah, absolutely.
What did you think about it?
I loved that they could do weird things on the. I don't even know what the sticks were, but like the.
Well, it was called the pole dance.
The fact that they could the poles themselves were heavy, as carrying them in, but the fact that they could do that with. Amazing, fantastic. I don't understand it at all. And then the balloons, I think, were my other favorite.
Balloons were great. Yeah, it's just incredible athleticism and precision. And we'll have Momix back. They were incredible. So if you missed them, you'll be able to see them soon, I'm sure.
Next end.
Yeah, exactly. What do we got coming up? We are super busy going into a very, very busy October. So let's start things out here. What's going on the 16th, this Friday?
This Friday we have Under the Jello Mold, which is a one-woman show by Jenny Fahn. It's about love, loss, ending of sound mind and body. A hilarious, moving story about the end of her mother's life.
There's something for everyone can relate to in this rollicking roller coaster piece of theater that won Best Solo Show at the Hollywood Fringe Festival and was named Best of Los Angeles Theater in 2017.
That's crazy.
2017 feels like it was 95 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Feels like a lifetime.
It's been 84 years.
Good.
All right, after that one, September 21st, who we got coming in?
We have the Small Glories. The Small Glories are Kara and JD Edwards, a musician tour de force partnership planted on the Canadian
Prairies?
Prairies?
That's prairies.
I can't read.
The Winnipeg duo will visit the arduous with their soaring, interwoven vocals, synergistic stage banter, and innate ability of making time disappear, room shrink, and audiences feel as though they are right there on stage with the band. We'll cut to a clip of them right now. So they're singing about the Canadian prairies. Are they Canadian? They might be.
I hope so.
Oh, I can't wait to have some polite people around here. Thank gosh.
So good.
Don't you know? Then we've got a huge productions from our friends, the Liberty Theater Company. That's going to be the last 5 years. That'll be produced upstairs into the Bailey Family Studio. We had a chance to sit down with our friends over there and talk about the show real quick. All right, welcome. Our first ever video interview with our good friends from the Liberty Theater Company. You guys are here to talk about your production coming up here. Introduce yourselves. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing here. Give us a 10,000 foot view elevator pitch of the show and what you're doing to prepare for the next 5 years.
Well, the show is called The Last 5 Years.
Oh my gosh.
That's okay. That's the sequel. We'll get to
Yeah.
that one. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
the
If this
sequel.
one does well enough, we'll do the next 5 years if there's enough demand for it.
Yeah, the show's called The Last 5 Years by Jason Robert Brown, who is a genius of musical theater writing. It's a raw, genuine, heartfelt, and love-affirming, life-affirming musical, two-person musical.
Starring, what was your name again?
My name is Tess McKenna.
And I'm Chris Carwithen. She plays Kathy Hyatt, and I
And
play.
Jamie Wellerstein.
Whoa,
Oh
there it
my
is.
God.
We intro each other.
So, yeah, it's about these two people's relationship. They are together for 5 years. In the span of that 5 years, they have their first date, their first kiss. They get married and they divorce in 5 years. So we get to see the entirety of their relationship. But not only that, the unique thing about this show is that Kathy begins at the end of their relationship and moves backwards in time, while Jamie begins at the beginning and moves forward, and they meet in the middle at their wedding. So it's very, very poignant, super powerful.
And what's really cool about it is that these characters essentially are, the actors themselves are separated from each other. So when you meet in the middle at that wedding, it's an extremely visceral kind of, it's a very poignant moment where you see these two people together, and the whole thing is completely, aside from a few things that we say, is basically done in as a musical. We're singing everything that we're doing. It's extremely powerful. The music is very emotionally charged. And of course, we've got the great privilege of having Mr. R.L. Rousey as our musical director and accompanist. It is just basically the three of us on stage the entire time, myself, Tess, and R.L., just doing our thing for about an hour and a half. And I think it's a beautiful story that is, like Tess said, it's sort of reaffirming of love and all those wonderful feels.
Very cool. Awesome. And what are you guys doing for preparing for it? I've seen a couple of videos online of rehearsals and whatnot going on. So tell me just a quick little view of what you guys are doing to prep for it. What does a rehearsal schedule look like? How are you guys hanging in there?
Yeah, this one's very tricky because we're singing the entire thing basically nonstop. It's kind of like a marathon. And so you really have to warm up and get used to the songs and find your breathing and find your center and figure out exactly how you're going to do all this while running around, jumping upstairs and falling in love and kissing and all these incredible things that you have to do. So it's basically, I would say, like training for a marathon.
Yeah. And thankfully we have a really good marathon trainer named Tracy Sunderland. She's our director. She's a Boise artist, who's coming up every weekend, which is another challenge of our show, is that we only rehearse Thursday through Sunday, two evenings, Thursday and Friday for 4 hours, and then Saturday and Sunday for 7 hours each. So it's a very, very intense, shortened, tight rehearsal process for 3 weeks before we come to the Arduous and we get to play in the space. And we're so excited about being in the Bailey because the opportunity of being in such an intimate space with an intimate story means that the audience gets to experience it intimately.
Yeah.
So we're really, really excited.
And you're not often afforded something like that with a musical, which is, I mean, usually those are big, spectacular things, on proscenium stages. And this is just, you're right there on top of us while we're singing right to you. It's a really cool thing.
Excellent. Good. Well, I'm so glad you guys could join us. Now, I'm going to put a test question out there. I didn't put this in there. Can you tell me which dates the show are? Or should we just do an overlay with the dates? Because we've got you guys are playing here for 6 months run, it feels like. Something in that line.
We're on the poster, but I don't know that we have all the dates in our mind.
We open September 22nd. And that's at 8 p.m. And then it's a little bit of a wonky. It's not a normal show schedule where you see Thursday through Sunday every day. So we're gonna pull it up super fast.
I don't know that we will. No,
we won't be able.
Don't worry about it. We'll have the editor take care of that. Editor,
boom, 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 boom. I don't know.
All the way down. Editor's on it.
All the way down.
Excellent. Well, hey, we look forward to getting you guys loaded in here on this Saturday. And then on top of that, I believe there was a deal cut that we are all going to leave and go over to Oktoberfest. So I want to.
That is exactly the right deal.
So pack the later hosen. You guys are on the poster. Yeah, you guys are on the poster for it this year. My friend group was on it last year, and now we need to have a battle out there. So.
Well, we need to have a merging of the clans.
Exactly. It's going to be the best poster for next year for sure.
Yes. Come to Oktoberfest. If you ask us for a song, we'll promo the show for you for free.
Excellent. Good. We'll put on a show for everyone. Well, thank you guys so much for sitting down. First ever video interview for Behind the Curtain. So thank you so much for rolling with it. And we'll look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much.
And following that, as we're loading in that show, we're also going to be loading in another show. Tom Russell, a country and Western folk singer, music of the American West, award-winning songwriter, painter, storyteller, journalist, and author, performing at the Arbitrary on stage. That's at 7:30. Tickets are $50. It's going to be an incredible show. We don't get a lot of country Western, despite living in the middle of Idaho. Yeah. We don't get a lot of country shows around here, so I'm really excited. Country and Western, border and cowboy music of the American West. So we got a couple clips of Mr. Tom Russell presented by Chalupa and Sonato. Let's cut to Tom Russell.
Let's get over this LA freeway without getting killed or caught. Yeah. Down the road in a cloud of smoke for some land that I ain't bought. Here's one gentleman lives right around here. He may even be here tonight. And it's good old country comfort in my soul. Bertie Tubbin, he may be here tonight.
And then on the 24th at 7, we have Blue Cowboy by David Kale.
Blue Cowboy follows a gay writer from New York traveling to Ketchum, Idaho to work on a film script set in Sun Valley. His plans in life take a wildly unanticipated turn after he has a chance encounter with an elusive ranch hand at the town's annual Trailing of the Sheep Festival. Blue Cowboy is the frank and sexually explicit story of two men from very different worlds. One who's very open about his life, and the other whose life remains a self-imposed mystery to everyone around him, but who both share a profound need to intimately connect to another human being.
Well, here we go. So as an inaugural, because you and I run this show, we can also just name arbitrary awards and stuff. So I think we really should do our first Arbitrary Award. Let's go. Let's just call it the Arbitrary Award. We're going to call it the Employee of the Month. That's going to be going out to our boy, Mr. Alex Lilly. This past weekend was his last run of shows with us. Alex has been an incredible force for the last 4 years or 3 years here at the Arduous. Such an incredible guy, doing sound, doing lighting, doing anything in between. I mean, he has an incredible resume of touring with Chicago. He's going on to a better place. He's not dead.
Yeah.
He's going to Montana, and then going on a bit of a tour around the country, down into Mexico. We wish the best for him. Alex, we love you, man. Hopefully we'll get you on the podcast here, and cool. we'll do a remote interview with you, Alex.
Heck yeah.
Speaking of celebrating anniversaries, too, we hit a little bit of an anniversary. We're 4 years we've been open. We opened in in November of 2019. As we were doing the construction process, I filmed a little bit of like a progress video. And so this past week, we decided to go back and do a little bit of like a Throwback Thursday situation. So as our closing piece here, Throwback Thursday, let's take a peek at how the Arduous has progressed in 4 years.